All right, good day, my people. You're welcome again to Face TV today. And we are taking a very different dimension today. We're not talking about politics per se, or business, or even health. We want to talk about a very topical issue that has been trending, which has a very significant role and impact in Southeast geographical zone. And this is coming from Anambra State, as the case may be. All of us are aware the recent development in Anambra State, and it has raised and sparked concern, in the minds of so many people, a whole lot of people condemning it, others praising it. So we are going to talk about it a little on this podcast today. And here with me today is our dear brother, Onitsha Chukwuma Soludo. Onitsha, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much for joining us on Face TV today. Please, our viewers, pay attention and also drop your view on what we are going to discuss today. So we are going to talk about a crackdown on native doctors who prepare charms for criminals and probably the Yahoo boys. And not only that, we are going to see the way out, because it has been trending and people have not really thought out the after effect of removing these people from their source of income. At the end of the day, what is going to happen? Let me just give a little overview of what has been happening. In recent time, the Anambra State government has intensified effort to curb the activities of fraudulent native doctors involved in criminal activities. Governor Soludo has made it clear that the crackdown, targets only those practitioners who engage in illegal and harmful practices, such as preparing charms for criminals and conducting rituals that may involve human sacrifices. This initiative aims to sanitize the practice of traditional medicine and protect the cultural heritage of the state, not only the state, Alibo in general, because we have seen it that is where so many other young men from the southeast zone go, to collect power, and now you do not know who is who any longer. So, and my brother Chuks, how do you see this initiative? What do you have to say about it?
Well, to be candid, I feel the initiative is quite good. It's quite good because you know this to clean up the system. What is trying is to clean up the system, to restore the culture of the Igbo man, because what every Igbo is known for is the trade of the Igbo man. So naturally, every Igbo man has this consciousness of I want to hustle, and you learn trade. From there you grow. So, but now we've now seen that we now have this syndicate of this get rich quick syndrome. This is what is trending, and many of us don't want to enter into any trade. So it has deviated the sensibility and the consciousness of the Igbo youth. So it's now painting a different name to Igbos, because now whenever you see an Igbo person progressing, even the other geopolitical zone, they term it as blood money ritual. So I think that is a way to clean up and give it the new narrative for what Igbos are known for.
My brother, it is now very difficult to differentiate between a genuine rich man,
yes,
and a person who got his money from the other way around. I was discussing with my friend. I say, when you see a young man now clear a very large site, bring in materials and start building, everything is going so fast. In the next 1 month, a building has stood up. Now people will start questioning, how did this person get his money? Just like you said, others will now get to the extent of, even when the person comes up to say, or when you think what this person does, because in our place they used to say that
yes,
you understand the activities of these doctors who prepare charms for young guys has made it very difficult for us to differentiate those who got real source of wealth. So it is, for me, I think it is right thing they are doing. You talked about the Igbo traditional apprenticeship. So,
Yes.
how do you think this has really affected this practice in the recent times?
You know, one thing about an Igbo man is this: the Igbo traditional apprenticeship is that one, you learn a trade.
Yeah.
And in Igbo land,
Sure.
so when you learn it, that's why you now stay like, you see some people stay 6 years, 7 years as the case may be. Within those periods, one, you are getting contact with customers, you are building trust. So that even time when your guy settles you, no matter what he has settles you with, but because you've had the connection with customers, you are keeping that continuity. That is training it. So, but when you now say, now we now have this syndicate of, I want to get it quick. Nobody cares, nobody, and at the same time, you are not even training some other people. So that Igbo apprenticeship creates job. Nothing has created job than the Igbo apprenticeship. But nowadays, you now see that a lot of our youths have deviated. Nobody wants to go through that. Thank you. Nobody wants to go through. And through that trade, you now see that gave the Igbo man connection from, doing business overseas, and also some other person now become industrialist. Most of, like what you just rightly said, most of these young men, nobody cares about being an industrialist. What is this? Once you pick the money, you buy car. Next thing, you build a house. Nobody talks about industrialization. Nobody is talking about. So I think it has deviated the minds of our youths. And what Governor Soludo is doing in Anambra, because it now seems like Anambra became the epic center. Mind you, it's not just in Anambra this happened. This thing has had a trend throughout every Igbo state. Everything that goes with Igbo land, because in Igbo, as God may have it, we have 5 fingers and we have 5 states. So you now see that it has gone round. So what he's doing for me, I think is a good part. He's throwing a good part, because firstly, before you start farming, you need to clear the sites. So we need to clear these syndicates, this back on them, because one, the demand is high, and that is one of the reasons why this fake native doctors, they are prospering so much.
Yeah.
Because you have once the demand is high, you now see that you will be making more profit. So they are making, and some persons have been swindled by the process.
Yeah.
So I support what Governor Soludo is doing. Firstly, he needs to clear, but even in clearing, we need to also take up another step of where these people will be channeled.
We are coming to that.
Okay.
We are coming to that. You said something that caught my attention. But people used to say, ego mweru mune.
Yes.
Are you getting me? That means wealth that has a traceable source.
Yes.
Wealth that has a traceable source. You understand? So it is a very nice one, and I think it is going to encourage more the Igbo traditional apprenticeship, practice. Do you know that this practice on its own is University of its own?
No, I think the Igbo traditional practice, I think there is a university, it should be Yale University, and we have they wrote an article about it.
Yeah, I think there was a proposal by Obi Kubana to initiate it as
a course.
As a course.
Yes, even the one of our professors who died, Anthony Wabog,
okay,
he wrote it as a journal, which a journal presentation. So you now see that the Igbo traditional apprenticeship is a global thing. Thank God for that movie, Alpha Mayfield. I don't know how many of us watched it. You now see the growth chain. You work for your money. Within this period, you are working, you are learning the trade. And when you come out, it seems seamless. And so every other person can always trace, this is what you are known for.
All right. That's very good. So the governor has said that he is not after those traditional practitioners,
yes,
who are known for curing one ailment or the other genuinely.
Yes.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
Who, after investigation, if they find out that you do not prepare charms for boys or for criminal activities, you are free of charge. So do you think this is going to affect the core, traditional doctors? Do you think this practice is going to affect?
No, the truth is that this practice already has affected the core traditional doctors, because one, just like you said, this in a Bakarapa. Mele amagi onye mechanic so no nyara. Now you now see that one, some persons have disguised this nature, that they are now native doctors. They are now native doctors, which they are not. Just like the thing has infiltrated even in the Christendom, in every religious
yeah.
So you now see that one. So this crackdown will really help to fish out you now can separate Paul from Barnabas. So what he's trying to do, let not see that he's trying to crack down the native. No, he's trying to fish out those. And I think one of the things he said, go and, if you are a pure native doctor, come and so you get the license.
Come and register, yeah.
You get your license.
Come and register. Tell us exactly what you do here.
So
that we know what we do you for.
Yes, and I think in one of the listings I read, I think should be from Day Paddy. He said, there's a difference between the two. So you now see that there's a difference between the two. So, and that has also let them not see that he's attacking this thing. No.
He's not attacking our tradition.
No.
You know, I saw one video where a female native doctor was, pouring libation.
Yes.
Are you getting me? Calling on Allah to fight the government, that they are trying to nullify everything tradition. So we are just saying this to make it clearer from what we've read, the things that are behind this particular sanitization. It is not to affect the core Igbo tradition per se, rather it is to fish out the bad eggs in the practice.
Yes.
And I think it is a very good one.
It's a very good one. Yes.
I wouldn't know what your opinions might be. So whatsoever thing is your opinion, drop it in the comment section as we proceed. All right. Now, when these people must have been disengaged from their, stupendous means of livelihood.
Yes.
What next? What do you think?
Well, I think that's another big question, because it's not about disengaging them.
Yeah.
Because when you disengage these people, mind you, there are some persons that were still benefiting from that. It's not just the native. What of the people that are preparing the chance?
Yeah, of course.
Now you now see that you're disengaging. This is a trend.
It's a chain reaction.
So you're disengaging these people. What else do you expect them to do? And most of these native doctors, some of them have become stupendously rich from this act. Some of them were swindlers. Mind you, what he's cracking down is swindlers.
Yeah.
He wants to crack down everything about swindling. So now we need to provide job creation. Some of these people enter this thing because there is no job. Let's be candid and tell ourselves the truth.
Are you sure? Do you know that some of them are graduates?
Some of them are graduates.
Who were also doing well before they disguised themselves.
No, the thing is this.
I don't think you are very correct in this, because it is not true. It's not all of them that entered into this practice because of lack of job.
I didn't say all of them. I said, let's be candid. I said some of them entered it because of lack of job.
I agree with you.
Now, even those who got the job, what was the pay? This is another thing we need to talk about. It's another. So I think when you clean a site, you don't want weeds to grow there.
Yeah.
Then you need to start a project. Okay. So what's the project? How do you integrate them back? This is where the governor, not just Governor Soludo alone, cannot do it. This is where we need to integrate every Southeastern governors.
Okay.
They need to prove. If you imagine that we have our companies we have here, like you see that at least there's a textile mill, one in Onitsha, there's one in Anambra. We have all these things revitalized.
Yeah.
You now see that some of these people will go there. The glass industry, like we have here in Anambra, is revitalized. Like the Niger Sim.
Yeah.
The Niger Sim, the first regional cement company.
Yeah.
Which in Nigeria, which was
now.
Thank you. It's moribund now.
Yeah.
But you know, see, if these things are working, we have industries that's in the whole southeastern state that could provide job to at least 2,000, 2,500 or 3,000 youths directly. Just a company that can provide like 2,000 jobs directly or 2,005 could still employ 2,005 extra indirectly.
It's true. It's true.
So that is 5,000. Among the five,
state, yeah.
From each state, that's 25,000 you're taking out from the streets.
Yeah.
And the Igbo man knows how to hustle to do business.
And you know when this happens,
yes,
with time, the upcoming generation will now shift their attention from preparation of Okide. Are you getting me?
Yes.
It will definitely, though it's not going to work out immediately.
No, it's not working out. It's a process.
It's with time, because what has occupied the mind of our youth this time around is this get rich quick syndrome of a thing.
Yes.
Are you getting me? So you're continuing.
So the thing is this, is a process. Once they see that these industries are profitable, it's not just about, we need profitable, there's some profitable industries which they could do. And it's not only the governor, this boils down to every Southeastern politician. There's some things they can do, there's some things that we need the federal government to help us do. Just like I want to make an analogy. just like the second Niger bridge.
Yeah.
The construction, if you go and check, the proposition was about 700 and something million dollars. Then after variation and every other thing, it cost about 1 billion. Now currently, but then we still had about building a seaport in South. Imagine Onitsha Head Bridge or the Azumini Blue Sea was dredged to form a seaport. By now, we will raise the capital to build the second Niger Bridge.
Yeah.
Now, but currently in Lagos State, they are constructing at least 2 seaports there. They have that in a total of 4.
Yeah.
The Lekki Deep Seaport is costing about $1.5 billion. There is a Badagry Seaport. Imagine how much. Do you see people that will work there?
Yes,
what are those who are doing clearing and forwarding? It's still stupendously rich business.
Exactly.
Some of these people will enter into this business.
Trucking and all that.
Thank you. Imagine the number of trucks that will be.
Yeah.
Some persons will now buy trucks. Do you know the number of people we're employing? Do you know the number of, and we know that the Igbo man has this hustling spirit. It will encourage even industrialization. Once there is seaport here, you will see some other person, instead of just building very big mansions that will cost over $1 billion, you now see the person who use that billion to build an industry that is producing. How many persons, what of the younger, imagine the younger generation removing out of that syndicate. You are changing, this is a mindset issue. We need something that will change the mindset. So you now see that the best way is industrialization. And it boils down, even in the political field, it boils down because once there is industry, there is job creation. Many persons, it's not going to just employ only Southeasterners.
Yeah, you're right.
People who are not will come down here.
The development will be relative.
Thank you.
And
relative. People will come down here. What does it mean? Our number will increase.
Of course.
Voting number will
everywhere will open up.
Thank you.
So let's bring in the Southeast Development Commission. It's a very virgin commission.
Yes.
And we want to commend the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for coming up with this commission.
Yes.
And most of the times we've seen so many commissions, being just there on paper. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So relating it to what we are discussing here, and the best way to engage these people who are being, removed or, cracked down from their original source of wealth. So what do you think the Southeast Development Commission can do to help achieve this development?
Well, thank you for that question. Like the name sounds, it's called Development Commission.
Yeah.
Now, and it's for Southeast. And thank God now, Mr. President has given every geopolitical zone their own. So I don't expect them to do the NDDC type of work.
Okay.
Let them leave load construction for governors.
Yeah.
Let them leave, revamping and remodeling of primary schools for governors, for even federal house members or councillors. Let them leave those. Let them leave going to sunk borehole for councillors. Now we want them to build industries.
Yeah.
If it's possible, we have textile mill here. We have glass industry. Imagine they work to build revitalized glass industry we have here in Abia State. Do you know it's not only for brewery companies producing, both people who are doing whisk cream, both the Amaco is providing glass for everybody. Now another person will build, you will now connect it with an Igbo pioneer, industrialist. We now build another industry that uses those things. Now you go to Imo State, you build another industry there. You go to maybe Anambra, you will revitalize the textile mill there. You understand? Now you go to maybe Oboyin, you build a rice mill, a Southeast milling this, you know that one, they are good in doing right.
Yeah.
Imagine the number of development we are coming to attract in Southeast. That is called Development Commission. That is what we need from them. We don't need the NDDC, leave all so that we want genuine development that will attract foreign investors here in Southeast.
So, Right Honorable Benjamin,
yes.
I think hear us well, because this is coming right at the right time.
Yes.
Right at the right time, because we are talking about disengaging a whole lot of youths.
Yes.
Whose mentality have been, trapped by preparation of charms. Okay, nobody wants to learn trade again.
Nobody, everybody wants to make it.
These people are disengaged. What is the plan for them?
Yes.
And if Southeast Development Commission comes to only do roads, sing borehole, just like you're saying, build schools, revamp and all that, so it is not going to give us the desired result. It is better if a project will be picked for a whole 4 years,
yes, one
let
project,
it be one project,
one
in the
industry,
Southeast. One industry in the Southeast.
Yes.
Let it be. I wouldn't know the proposals on the desk.
Yes.
But let this guide. This is exactly what will help us over time to come up out of where we are. Are you getting me?
Yes.
To have this developmental, plan that we desire in the Southeast. So I think this message should be conveyed to the appropriate quarters so as to achieve the desired result.
Yes, thank you. Just like you said, like you've said it all. You've said it all. So I think we are both the chairman, the managing director of Southeast Development Board, the House Committee, all of them. They should look at developmental strength. See, Lagos State, the economy of Lagos State alone is bigger than the whole of Southeast States combined together.
You're right.
Why? The leaders they had there were intentional about development.
That's the center of development here in Nigeria. Yeah.
Now, just like the VAT, when we check the VAT, Ogun State, why? They had a lot of industries.
When you think you have money in Nigeria, they will tell you how many millions do you have in Lagos State.
Thank you.
If you don't have any establishment,
so see that is
State,
we can still attract that.
Yeah.
Majorly, the Igbo man is known for trade.
Yeah.
Trade, merchandise.
Yeah.
And this should be the hub of it. Yes. So that we don't answer like Abba will just answer Japan of Africa for months. Let it be that it should be the manufacturing hub of Nigeria. How is China growing? Because they invested much in trade. They were now the manufacturing hub. If we can bring industry that could be the manufacturing hub, a lot of industrialization will come here.
Sure.
Because one, the Igbo man has the skill, has the temerity, has the hustling spirit. These things are one core thing of the Igbo man, and the Igbo man can survive anywhere. Now, imagine you give us the requisite support. So what thing we need is these industries. Nothing develops a nation more than industrialization.
All right.
Because let us, so that at least it will help many of us to shift the narrative of just building hotels. Hotel is not really a development business. It's more of a consumption business. Because it only improves the owner.
Yeah, exactly.
How many persons does a hotel employ? What is their pay? What are they manufacturing? Nothing. So you now imagine in the VAT, see with the number of hotels we have in Owerri.
Yeah.
Yet, Imo State, according to the VAT, it pained me when I saw it. It's the least, according to the VAT. But imagine all those hotels we have in Owerri and industries. They are producing. Do you know how much we're making?
Yes,
do you know how? So these are the areas we want Southeast Development Commission to look into. And also our federal house members and senators. They should, another thing, when they are there, because it's a commutative work, they need to work in hand. Also the governors we have here in Southeast. Now make up deals so that the ones we cannot do. Like I just said, in Lagos State you have 4 seaports currently.
Yeah.
The whole of Southeast don't have one. They can move a bill. Federal government see a way to bring seaport because it's a federal government project.
We have sites where these things.
We have Azumiri Blue Sea. We have Onitsha and Nnewi. We can do it. They can dredge any of them.
Even dry ports too.
Thank you.
Come to play.
Can come to play. So imagine the kind of development it will bring. Igbos are known for trading. We are the highest importers in Nigeria. Yet we don't have seaport here. It sounds somehow. It sounds absurd. So imagine the kind of development it will bring. So there are a lot of things we could venture into. We need to venture into manufacturing. So they need to come and help us. Just like you said, we don't want them to do the normal NDDC work. Leave road construction and all those things. If only Southeast Development Commission within this time, they can build one industry in each state in Southeast. That is 5. Take it upon themselves. They've done the best job.
Thank you so very much, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Please, let's try as much as possible to pass this information to the appropriate quarters. This is not only for our consumption, it is meant to reach out to those who have the capacity to make things work. The Southeast governors, the senators, the House of Rep members, the House of Assembly members, the board of Southeast Development Commission. Please, this is a very important concern for every Southeastern. God bless you.
Face to face, now they read my eyes. We dey talk, we dey yarn the things where they touch you.